Like distant lullabies, but all I hear is you and I. Nothing bad can find us here, not in this small forgotten sphere where your worries fall like clothes onto the floor and your past stays outside the door. If the world is loud and cruel and spin will disappear, wrapped in sheets and whispered words, my dear. Nothing bad can find us here. You tell me pieces of the ones before, how they loved you just enough to keep you unsure. I trace my fingers over every line, say you don't have to prove you're worth my time. Every scar looks softer in this light, like it's finally being held right. Nothing bad can find us here. If the morning comes with all its weight, bills and phones and heavy gates, we'll still have this night between our hands, a secret place where we began. Nothing bad can find us here, not in this quiet atmosphere where your name is just a tender sacred sound, not a thing they throw around. If the world outside feels cold and insincere, let it fade, we're staying near. That's in everything that brought you near. Nothing bad can find us here. Stay until the credits of the sky.
We only tell the truth past 2 a.m. when the highway's empty and it's just us again. You roll the window down and feel the breeze, say you're scared I'll disappear like all the rest did. I changed the song but not the subject in your eyes. You're waiting for the moment my love dies, but I'm not going anywhere tonight. These night drive confessions feel like home inside. Every time you say you're too messed up, I just turn the music down and turn you up. We don't have to fix it by sunrise, we just have to make it through this night. All these night drive confessions make me wanna stay for a long time. You Tell me how your last love left a scar, how he turned your softness into tar. I put my hand out on the center line, say you don't have to earn it all this time. The dashboard light is flickering in gold, illuminating all the truths you never told. But I'm not going anywhere tonight. When the morning comes and the city wakes, you put your armor on, hide your aches. But remember all the words you said in here, I believe them then, I believe them for years. When the morning comes and the city wakes, you put your armor pen, hit your armor. Started the world out what you said in here. We don't have anything momentum, but we've been fighting. I'm not going anywhere tonight. These night drive confessions feel like something right. Every time you say you're too messed up, I just turn the world down and turn us up. We don't have to know if we'll be fine, we just have to be honest one more time. All these night drive confessions make me wanna keep you in my life. Keep talking, I'll keep driving slow. She holds my hand across the table, says she's never felt this stable. I smile and try to match the light she gives, but there's a part of me that never really lives. She laughs at all the jokes you used to hate. Funny how my heart still hesitates, 'cause I keep seeing the shadow of you in her eyes. Every time she turns to me under the cafe lights, she deserves a love that's fully here, not me comparing every word I hear. She's not you, and that's the truth, but my heart keeps splitting into two. I hate that I still see the shadow of you in her eyes. She talks about the places we could go, buying plans for our new home. I nod along and try to play the part, but I'm still tracing your name on my heart. If she knew the ghosts that share her side, would she stay or would she run and hide? 'Cause I keep seeing the shadow of you in her eyes. Maybe it's cruel that I'm still holding on to someone who's long been gone. If I can't give her more than half of me, I should set her free. Oh, I don't wanna see the shadow of you in her eyes. She deserves a sky that isn't painted with our night. She's not the bandage for my wound. She's a whole world that needs a room to be loved without a ghost in disguise. of you in her eyes. I'll say goodbye to you and my goodbye to her. I still see you in the corners of my room, in the chip paint and the ashtray fumes. You call it history, I call it undone. You moved on, but I'm stuck where we begun. I sleep with all the lights still halfway on, like you'll come back if the night's not gone. I'm stuck in half-colored dreams of you, where the past is bright and the present's out of view. You're technicolor in my head, but in real life you're already dead. I keep waking up in shades of blue, 'cause my mind won't let me lose you too. I'm stuck in half-colored dreams. Half of me is gone with you. I replay your laughter through my broken phone, filling up the silence when I'm all alone. Friends keep saying you were bad for me, but they never saw the boy I used to see. I keep waiting for the credits to appear, but this rerun plays the same each year. I'm stuck in half-colored dreams of you. Maybe one day I'll repaint the frame, take your picture down and write my name. But tonight I'm still the ghost you made, walking through our old arcade. I'm stuck in half-colored dreams of you, where you're still here and I'm still new. You're blazing red in memory, but in real life you don't see me. I keep waking up in faded hues from a world that only knows us two. I'm stuck in half-colored dreams, but I'll learn to dream in full without you. Turn the TV off inside my head. Da 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 da. We met on a Monday, with coffee on your sleeve. You laughed it off and wiped it on my jeans. You said I'm always doing something clumsy like this. I said good, I needed one more reason to remember this. We stayed out talking till the street lights blinked. Didn't know it was the start of everything. So stay until we're old, till the stories that we tell are getting told, for the 100th time at some worn out table, holding hands though our knees aren't stable. Stay till we're gray, till forgetting little things is just the way. We'll still dance slow in a living room of dust and gold. Promise me you'll stay until we're old. we moved in together. With hand-me-down chairs, burnt the first few dinners. But we didn't care, you sang off-key while I did the dishes late. I knew right then I'd found my favorite mistake. Through every fight and every sleepless night, you're still the reason that the dark feels light. So stay until we're old, till the stories that we tell are getting told, for the 100th time at some worn-out table, holding hands though our knees aren't stable. Stay till we're gray, till forgetting little things is just the way. We'll still dance slow in a living room of dust and gold. Promise me you'll stay. One day we'll be looking back at now, sitting on a porch trying to figure out how we got so lucky in a world this wild, to grow old and still feel like a child. So stay until we're old, till the photographs are curling at the fold. We'll hold each other through the loss and laughter, writing chapter after chapter. Stay until we're gray, till remember when is all we say. I don't need to know the way our story's told, as long as you'll stay. Take my hand, don't let go. We've got miles and miles of growing old. You've been staring at your phone for half the night, reading all the words you wish you didn't write. Friends keep saying you should throw his pictures out, but they don't hear the way you whisper his name out loud. You keep thinking if you loved a little more, he'd be standing at your front door. It still hurts, but you'll heal. One day this won't be the only thing you feel. You won't always taste his name in every tear. You won't always wish that he was still right here. It still burns, but it fades. Every sunrise pushes back another shade. I know your heart is broken, but it's real, and that's why it still hurts, but you'll heal. You replay the night he said that he was done, picking every sentence like a loaded gun. You ask yourself if you were just too much, but people who can't hold your heart don't mean you're not enough. You keep searching for the reason he let go, but some goodbyes you never get to know. It still hurts, but you're healed. One day you'll laugh and you won't think of him. You'll fall asleep without that ache under your skin. You'll hear his song and you won't have to leave the room. You'll walk past the places where you loved and bloomed. It still hurts, but you'll heal. Doesn't mean the way you loved him wasn't real. You won't always taste his name in every tear. You won't always wish that he was still right here. It still burns, but it fades, and you're stronger than the mess he left you in today. I know your heart is shattered, but it's real, and that's why it still hurts, but you'll heal. So breathe in, breathe out. Someday you'll smile without him around.
Tried a different coffee shop across town. New barista but the same letdown. Thought a change of scenery could help me heal, but the snow still falls the way it did with you here. Every corner has a memory we left. Every joke, every fight, every breath. I'm stuck on streets that know your name. Even when I drive the other way, every turn just pulls me back to your jacket, to your laugh. I thought leaving you would break the chain, but this whole city's wired with your remains. No matter where I go, it feels the same. I'm stuck on streets that know your name. Saw a car that looks a lot like yours. Heart dropped hard, then it passed my door. I still check the mirrors like you might appear, even though you're miles from here. I moved on paper but not in my chest. You're still the map that I can't forget. I'm stuck on streets that know your name. Maybe someday I'll find a brand new town where your shadow doesn't drag me down. But until I learn to let you fade, every road here spells your name. I'm stuck on streets that know your name. Even when I walk the other way, every step just pulls me back to your sidewalk, to your past. I thought time alone would break the chain, but these roads still whisper you the same. No matter where I go, I've stayed on streets that know your name. One day I'll cross the border of this pain. Got my tank filled up just to drive nowhere. Thought a different route might clear the air, but every traffic light reminds me of your street, and I still slow down like you'll be there in the seat. Radio's playing our February songs. I skip the ones where we sang along. Now it's just an empty passenger seat where your laugh used to live next to me. I still reach my hand out at the red lights and pull it back before I start to cry. I thought distance would make this fade, but every mile just spells your name. I'm going circles on these same old streets with an passenger seat. Your coffee cup is still in my back drawer. Can't throw it out, but I don't use it anymore. My friends say I should block you from my mind, but you're written in the road signs I drive by. I'm the one who said that we were done, but my heart didn't get the memo I sent it to. Now it's just an empty passenger seat where your laugh used to live next to me. I still reach my hand out at the red lights and pull it back before it's filled the car. I thought distance would make this fade, but every mile just spells your name. I'm going circles on these same old streets with an empty passenger seat. Maybe one day I'll let someone else in. Let another voice fill the car we're not in. But tonight it's just me and the ghost of you. At every red light I wish I could undo. Still it's just an empty passenger seat. I keep replaying what we used to be. I reach for your hand at yellow lights, then laugh at myself for holding air too tight. I thought growing up meant letting go, but I'm still driving down your road till I'm ready to admit defeat. I'll keep this empty passenger seat. Turn the keys, breathe in deep, drive through what we couldn't keep.
I took the records, you kept the walls, you kept the marks from all our drunken falls. I changed my hair, and you changed your town, but only one of us kept all the sound. I moved on in cleaner, straighter lines. You stayed tangled in our borrowed time. 'Cause I left with the silence, you kept the echoes. Every word we threw like stones still breaking your windows. I walked out with lighter bags, you stayed with the heavy past. I left with the quiet in my head, you kept the echoes instead. I packed my guilt into a paper plane, threw it at the sky, hoped it wouldn't rain. You packed my sweater in a cardboard box, but I know my ghost still picks your locks. I'm the one who turned and closed the door, but you're the one who heard it evermore. 'Cause I left with the silence, you kept the echoes. Every word we threw like stones still breaking your windows. I walked out with lighter bags, you stayed with the heavy past. I left with the quiet in my head, you kept the echoes instead. If you ever hear me in the hall, no, I'm not there, but I still feel it all. I wish I'd stayed to help you turn it down,
Instead of leaving you with all this sound, I left with the silence. You kept the echoes. Every joke we made in bed still stuck to your windows. I moved on with lighter eyes. You stayed with the aftermath. If you ever learn to let it rest, I hope the echo finally loves you best. Until the noise lets go, I hope you know.
I took the morning flights and cleaner breaks. You stayed behind with all the quiet ache. I got the city lights and brand new friends. You got the bedroom where our story ends. I got used to saying I'm doing fine, but I know I left the worst of us behind. I got the softer ending, you got the heavy truth. I walked away pretending, you stayed to feel the bruise. If I had known the weight I left with you, I would have stayed, I would have seen it through. I got the softer ending. I'm sorry it was you who got the hardest part of losing too. I found new cafes and a different train. You kept the echoes of my second name. I changed my number and my point of view. You kept the nights I didn't make it through. I hear you've learned to laugh without my sound, but I still see the way you down. I got the softer ending. If I could send a postcard to the past, I'd write, I'm sorry that I left you with the crash. You deserve more than just my empty chair, more than my suitcase and a half-hearted prayer. I got the softer ending, you got the heavy truth. I walked away pretending, you stayed to feel the bruise. If I could take some weight back now from you, I'd carry every sleepless night you knew. I got the softer ending, but I won't forget the view of you holding up the world I broke into. I hope you find a side that feels like good, the way I never gave you, though I should.
It's easy now when my lipstick's still neat, when I dance in heels down these perfect streets. You hold my waist like a promise in the dark, say you've never seen a brighter spark. But when the glitter finally starts to fade, will you stay or slowly slip away? Will you love me when I'm tired, when the fire's not as wild, when my laughter's not so loud, when I'm tangled picture perfect, filter free. But someday I'll be softer than tonight, more undone, less shining in the light. When the party's over and it's just us two, will you love the parts that don't dazzle you? Will you love me when I'm tired? When my makeup's washed into the sink, when I overthink every little thing, when I cry for reasons I can't explain, when I'm quiet, when I'm strange. Will you love me when I'm tired, when the stories all expire, when my beauty turns to lines drawn by years of borrowed time? Will you hold me when I'm slow, when there's nowhere left to go, when I'm more than what you first desired? Tell me, will you love me? Will you love me when I'm tired? Anyone can love a firework, but will you stay when it's only smoke and You'd pick me up in that broken down car. Windows cracked, but we pretended it was stars. Driving circles through the same old streets, living off cheap coffee and teenage dreams. We didn't have much, but we had this. Your hand on the wheel, my hand on your wrist. In the arcade of us, we were golden, we were enough. Neon lights and plastic rings. You were my prize, my everything. Even when the tokens ran out, we'd laugh, we'd scream, we'd stumble around. I still hear the echoes, feel the rush. In the arcade of us, you'd lose your mind at the claw machine, trying to win me some stuffed ugly thing. I'd kiss your cheek when you finally did, like we just conquered the world as kids. Now the shop's closed down, but in my head, every night we're there instead. In the arcade of us, now I pass that empty place and see two ghosts inside you and me, laughing like we never
lights flicker like a silent code. Empty sidewalks, all the windows closed. I walk alone beneath the humming wires, trying to outpace my own desires. The city's breathing in a distant tone, but in the quiet I don't feel alone. There's enough to glow in my head, faded colors of the words you said. In the dark I trace your name in light, on the inside of my closing eyes, even when the world feels dead. You're enough to glow in my head. Neon halos on the pools of rain, reflecting every little joy and pain. I see your outline in the traffic's blur, like the memory of the way we were. I thought the silence meant I'd lost your face, but in the stillness I can feel your trace. There's an afterglow in my head. Maybe we're just echoes in the dark, signals from a long forgotten start. But if I close my eyes and breathe you in, I can almost hear you here again. There's an afterglow in my head, soft and blue and golden red. In the dark you write our names in light, on the inside of my closing eyes, even when the night runs thin. I still feel you burning in every shadow, every thread. You're an afterglow in my head, humming like a distant satellite, fading but still bright. When the world turns off its colors in your eyes, and the things you used to love don't feel alive, when your heartbeat sounds like footsteps running out, and every little whisper turns into a shout. You don't have to fake the light with me. You can let your hands fall, you can let it be. I'll sit with you in the dark till you remember your own spark. You don't have to smile for me to stay. You don't have can show you what I see, and the voices in your head won't let you breathe. When every message feels like too much work, and your favorite songs all start to hurt, you don't have to hide the shaky parts. You can hand me all your broken hearts. I'll sit with you in the dark. You don't have to climb the mountain in one night. You don't have to turn your tears into a fight. If all you've got is just one more breath, I'll be right here holding what is left. I'll sit with you in the dark till you remember your own spark. You don't have to prove a single thing. Just let your tired soul be seen. I won't promise I can heal it all, but I'll be there every time you fall. When you feel like you can't find your heart, I'll sit with you. I'll sit with you in the dark till the morning finds its way. I'll be here, I'll stay. There's a dent in the couch where you used to fall asleep. Halfway through a movie we both swore we'd keep.
Your mug is still stained on the second shelf. I tell myself to move it, then leave it where it fell.
It's like you pressed pause and never hit play, left your absence on repeat every day. I'm living in the space you left behind, where your laughter used to left behind, where your laughter used to echo off these walls of mine. Every corner of this house is saying your name. Every quiet moment doesn't feel the same. I try to fill the silence with someone new, but it all collapses back to you. I'm just learning how to live my life in the space you left behind. Your playlist still shuffles when I drive alone. I skip your songs, but somehow they still feel like home.
I've changed the sheets, but not the way I dream. You're still the main line in every scene.
They say time can turn a wound to a scar, but right now you're still an open part of my heart. I'm living in the space you left behind. Maybe one day I'll repaint these walls, take your picture down from the hall. But tonight I'll light a candle and let it burn for all the ways I still want you to return. I'm living in the space you left
I've been good at leaving long before the end. Pack my fear before I pack my things again. Any sign of trouble and I'm halfway out the door. Didn't know that love could be something more. You look at me like I'm worth the risk, and I don't know what to do with this. I'm learning how to stay, even when my heartbeat says run away. Every time you hold me through the doubt, I'm figuring what trust is all about. If I start to pull back, don't take it as goodbye. It's just the old me, trying to survive. I'm not asking you to fix my broken ways. Just hold my hand while I learn how to stay. You said you won't punish me for what I've known, for all the times my heart's been left alone. So when I test the waters, pushing you aside, you don't let me fall into the same old tide. You tell me love is more than just who leaves first, and I'm starting to believe I'm not cursed. I'm learning how to if I cry for no reason, if I shake when I'm happy, it's 'cause feeling safe is something new for me. You could turn away, but you choose to remain. So I'm choosing you back again and again. I'm learning how to stay, even when my heartbeat says run away. Every time you hold me through the doubt, I'm figuring what trust is all about. If I start to pull back, don't hear it as goodbye. It's just the old fear, trying to survive. I'm not asking you to fix my broken ways. Just love me while I learn how to stay. Stay. I'm learning how to stay. If this is where our story ends, don't let it fade like all the rest. We've been through too much to pretend that walking out won't leave a mess. So before you turn the key and close that door, can I ask for just a little more? Give me one last slow dance in the middle of this breaking chance. Hold me like tomorrow never comes, like we're still the only ones. Let the music cover what we can't say. Let our tears fall where the shadows lay. If this goodbye is really all we have, give me one last slow Promise me you'll think of this once in a while. Not the fights, not the scars, not the bitter cold, just the way we held on for the last few miles. Give me one last slow dance in the ruins of our second chance. Hold me like tomorrow never comes, like we're still the only ones. Let the music be the way we say everything we're too afraid to face. If this goodbye is carved into our past, give me one last slow dance. Then you can walk away, and I'll let yesterday stay yesterday. I dial your number, but I never let it ring. My thumb is hovering like it's tied up with a string. I wonder if you'd answer or just let it fade to tone. Does my name still shake the quiet in your home? I put the phone down, pick it up. I tell myself I've had enough, but every time the night gets cold, I'm reaching for the past we sold. Are you on the other line, living out a different life? Do you ever feel the urge to hear my voice one more time? We're strangers on a wire, but you still burn like a fire in the corners of my mind. Are you ever on the other line? I keep imagining the words that you might say. Would you be gentle or just throw the past away? Would you ask me how I've been, like we're only old friends? Or would the tremble in your voice give away what never ends? I'm standing in this hallway of what if and used to be, but I don't know if calling you would heal or bury me. Are you on the other line? Maybe not a different life. Do you ever feel the urge to hear my voice one more time? We're strangers on a wire, but you still burn like a fire in the corners of my mind. Are you ever on the other line? Maybe it's better if we never speak, if we let the memories stay clean and sweet. But if you ever feel the same pull that I do, just know there's still a part of me that's reaching out to you. Are you on the other line, thinking of another time? Do you ever catch yourself almost saying mine? We're echoes in the static, but my heart is still attached to the thought that you and I might be on the same old line. I hang up without a sound. Let the silence take you now. You come home with the city on your skin. Subway stories and a half-worn grin. Drop your bag and let your shoulders fall. I can feel the weight behind it all. You don't have to dress your pain in light. You can leave it naked here tonight. Fall into my quiet. Let the world stay where it is. You don't have to fight it. Just breathe here in my chest. Let the traffic fade to whisper. Let the worry lose its riot. You don't have to be alright yet. Just fall into my quiet. Put on something slow and low and kind. Turn the volume down inside your mind. You can tell me every thought that hurts, or you can say nothing and both will work. I'm not here to fix what life has done, just to hold you till the night is gone. Fall into my quiet. Maybe tomorrow you'll put the mask back on. Smile for strangers till the day is gone. But here you're just a pulse beneath my head. A human, not a plan. So fall into my quiet.
We're sitting in the back row of some cheap old cinema. She's leaning on my shoulder like she's found her nebula. On the screen a couple falls in love and gets it right, but all I see is you in every frame tonight. She asks if I'm okay, I say yeah, it's just the scene, but it's really all the places that we've been. Feels like I'm in the wrong movie, right? See, got everything I wanted, but it's not that deep. She laughs in all the ways I used to dream, but my heart's stuck in a different reel. It's not fair to hold her like this when I'm missing someone else's kisses. I'm in the wrong movie, right? See, loving her while you're replaying me. She buys the snacks I used to share with you. Salt on my lips tastes like deja vu. I tell myself to focus on her hand in mine, but you're the one who shows up every time. If she knew the credits in my head, Would she walk out or stay instead? Feels like I'm in the wrong right seat. I can't keep renting out the same old pain while she's paying for a brand new day. If I can't love her like she's all I see, then the kindest thing is setting her free. I'm done with being in the wrong movie right seat. She deserves a love that's honest when it speaks. No more ghost hiding in my lines, no more you living in my rhymes. I'll let her go so she can find someone whose heart is fully by her side. I'll step out of this theater in my mind and leave you in the past this time. Roll credits on you and me. There's a moon on her shoulder where my hand once lay, silver on the fabric of her second-hand gray. She leans on the railing like she's talking to the tide, swears the river knows the secrets that she tries to hide. Her eyes are lanterns in a storm-torn sky, softly burning, never asking why. She's got the night wrapped up in her hair, starlight sleeping in the way she stares. Every breath she takes is borrowed flame, lighting up the corners of my shame. If love's a hymn for broken souls, she's the only song I've ever known. I'd kneel in any chapel of this world to hold her, with the moon resting quiet on her shoulder. She carries all her sorrows in a patched up coat, sewn with threads of every poem she ever wrote. She laughs like she's been forgiven by the rain, lets it wash the city from her skin again. Grace could wear a human face, I'd say it looks a bit like hers these days. She's got the night wrapped up in her hair. If there's mercy in the way the morning comes, it's in the way she turns and lets me touch her palms. We're just two ghosts leaning on a rail, but in her arms I'm something more than pale. I'm something more than pale. She's got the night wrapped up in her hair, starlight sleeping in the way she cares. Every word she speaks undoes my chains, turns my ruins into softer plains. If love's a hymn for begging souls, she's the only truth I wanna know. I'd raise my hands to any sky above her with the moon resting quiet on her shoulder. There's a moon resting quiet on her shoulder. Amen to the way she says my name. She hums a song on the back porch swing, bare feet tapping on the weathered wood grain. Sun setting slow in her tangled hair. She doesn't know I'm standing there. Her laughter drips like summer rain, sweet and warm and hard to explain. She's porch like honey in the dark, soft and golden on my heart. Sticks to every broken part of me till I'm shining where I used to bleed. Every word she speaks is a wine, slow and sacred over time. If there's a heaven in this tired body of mine, it's her. My porch like honey, burning fine. Wears her kindness like an old jean coat, frayed at the edges but it keeps out the cold. She holds my worry in her open palm, turns all my storms into a quiet song. Her silence feels like an embrace, fills the hollow, leaves a trace. She's porch like honey in the dark. If the world forgets my given name, if all my songs are washed by rain, she'll still be there on that swinging chain, calling me back home again. She's porch light honey in the dark, soft and golden on my heart. Sticks to every broken part of me till I'm glowing where I used to grieve. Every look she gives is a wine, deep and aging into time. If there's a heaven in this old and rusted spine, it's her. My porch light honey, always mine. Turn on in her eyes for me. Lantern on in eyes for me. La la la. Lying on the floor with your headphones in, trying not to cry at every line he sings. He said you're tired of being always second best, of loving people who just leave you with a mess.
You keep asking, was it something that I did? But broken promises are never on the one who will.
goodbye, but I swear
we'll get through this night. You said you're scared no one will ever love you right, that you're too much storm and never enough light. But I have seen the way you hold the ones you love, and anyone who loses you has never known enough. So let the questions tremble on your lips. You don't have to hide them in your fists. We'll get through this night. You don't have to hold the world alone this time. You can fall apart and I'll still stay. You can say you're not okay. I won't tell you there are worse things in this life. I'll just sit here till the morning light. I can't change the way he said goodbye. Tomorrow might still hurt like hell, but maybe not as much as you can tell. And every day the pain will break into half the ache, but twice the room for something new. We'll get through this night, even if all we do is just survive. You can fall apart and I'll still stay. You don't have to be brave. I can't fix the way he walked out of your life, but I'll be here till the sunrise. You don't have to see the end in sight. Just trust me. We'll get through this night, one breath at a time, till your heart feels like it's yours, not mine. You used to disappear for days and call me at 3 a.m. Say you lost your phone again. I should just forget. I sit up staring at the ceiling, waiting on your calls. You'd walk in like nothing's wrong and swear you love me more. Now you're the one who can't sleep through the night, 'cause I'm not picking, I'm not asking if you're alright. You taught me how to leave. Now you hate the way I learned it from you. Show me what it means. You used to be last on your list of truth. You broke me first and called it love. Now you're crying when I've had enough. You taught me how to walk away and breathe. So don't be mad. You're the one who taught me how to leave. Yeah. You always kept one foot out of the door, but got offended when I asked, are you sure? You said I'm too dramatic when I called you out. Now you're writing essays about how I shut you down. Funny how the silence hurt you now, when it's the only thing you ever gave me somehow. You taught me how to leave. If you wanted me to stay, you should've learned my name in all the little ways. Should've shown up when the days were long, not just when you needed somewhere to belong. You taught me how to leave, so don't act shocked I finally did it too. You made it look so easy to forget the one who would've walked you through. You broke me first and blamed my heart. Now you're shattered that I played my part. You taught me how to walk without your beat. So don't be mad. You're the one who taught me how to leave. rest instead. Every love before you felt like borrowed time, like I'd have to give it back when the clock chimed. Then you walked in with that quiet grin, turned all my exits into ways back in. You're my safe house heart, where the alarms don't start, where I can fall apart without you falling apart. You're my hidden key, where I can finally be everything I am, not just the pretty parts. You're my safe house, safe house heart. You memorized the creaks in all my floors, all the places where I locked my doors. You never tried to kick them down or in, just waited till I let you touch the hinges. You said you don't have to prove you're strong, you've been surviving by yourself too long. You're my safe house heart. If the sirens start to scream outside, we can stay in here and let them pass us by. You don't have to fix my broken roof, just hold me while the rain tells the truth. You're my safe house heart, all my worst and best parts, where I can fall apart and still not fall apart. You're my hidden key, unlock the real me. Now every beat says you're exactly where you are. You're my safe house, safe house heart. You're my safe house, safe house heart. Doors open, but I don't wanna leave.
On my You showed up in an old gray hoodie, rain in your hair, laughing like a movie. You said, I'm a mess, but I brought your favorite drink. Didn't know that was the night my walls would shrink. You kicked your shoes off at my door, sat on the floor like you'd been here before. You're my heaven in a hoodie, turning this small room into a galaxy. You don't need wings or a shining crown, just the way you pull me back from coming down. I was broken, thinking I was too much, till you wrap me up in that simple touch. I don't need an angel from a painting, baby. You're my heaven, heaven in a hoodie. You're my heaven, heaven in a hoodie. You listen like every word is sacred, even the dumb jokes that I wish I hadn't said. You trace the scars I try to hide with light, make me believe I might be worth the fight. You don't fix me, you just stay, and somehow that still saves the day. You're my heaven in a hoodie. If the world falls down and neon flames will turn the sirens into songs again. I'll wear your hoodie when you're gone, like a second chance I can put on. I was fading, almost out of touch, till you held me like I wasn't too much. I don't need a perfect fairy tale, baby. You're my heaven. You're my heaven, heaven in a hoodie. If the world falls down and neon flames will turn the sirens into songs again, I'll wear your hoodie when you're gone. chance I can't put on. You're my heaven in a hoodie. All I ever needed was your honesty. Don't need wings or choirs above. You're proof that ordinary looks like love. I was fading, almost out of touch, till you held me like I wasn't too much. I don't need a perfect fairy tale, baby. You're my heaven, heaven in a hoodie. Stay with me till the colors fade. You're the only miracle I've ever made. Walking with your armor on your skin. Every step says you don't let nobody in. You laugh it off when they call you beautiful, like the mirrors never told you that before. But I see all the battles that you fought. Every scar, a story they forgot. You deserve this touch. Every kiss that's soft, not rough. Every hand that holds, not takes. Every love that doesn't break. You deserve this night, where your tears turn into light. Let me show you you're more than just enough. You earned it. You deserve this touch. You say you're used to being second choice. Hey, used to quiet down your own loud voice. But when you look at me with those tired eyes, I see a storm that finally survived. Let me be the place you lay it down. You don't have to wear that crooked crown. Take off all the names they put on you. Let them fall like fabric to the floor. Stand here in the truth of who you are. You're a undeserving scar. You deserve this touch. Every moment tender, not too much. Every breath that whispers you are safe. Every heartbeat keeping pace. You deserve this night. The dark turns into light. Let me trace every line of your trust. You earned it. You deserve this touch. Till the morning comes. Don't forget it when the morning comes. You only call when all your other plans fall through. When the city feels too heavy, you come back to what you knew. I let you in like it won't hurt again. Though we both know how the story ends. You say you're lost and I'm your only place. I hate that I still melt when I see your face. So say my name once more, like you did before you walked out that door. Make it sound like I'm the only one you see, even if it's just a lie you tell to me. Say my name, pretend that you didn't leave me in the end. If this is all I'm ever living for, let me hear you say talking a story going nowhere. You kiss me like you'll never say goodbye and disappear before the morning light. I know I'm just a harbor in your storm, but I keep setting fires to keep you warm. So say my name once more. Maybe I should close this door for good, but if you knock again, I know I let you. I'm addicted to the taste of almost yours, even if it leaves me lonely on the floor. Say my name tonight, wrap it in your arms so tight. If this is all I'm ever reaching for, let me hear you say my name once more, like you did before you broke what we had before. Make it sound like I'm the only one you see, even if tomorrow you forget about me. Say my name tonight, wrap it in your arms so tight. If this is all I'm ever reaching for, let me hear you say my name once more, then fade like you always do.
We used to sit on your dad's front lawn, plastic chairs and your old sweatshirt on, headlights passing like a silver stream. You said someday we both leave this street. Every cul-de-sac became our stage, cheap romance on a minimum wage. It felt like a suburban movie scene. You, me and the in-between, paper cups, half-warm beer, talking like we'd disappear. You swore you'd write, you swore you'd call. We wrote our names on the concrete wall, cut to black, but it still plays on my screen. That suburban movie scene. You left town in your mother's car. I stayed back working late at the bar. Your postcard came from some neon place, but it couldn't hold your pretty face. Now I drive past where your house once stood, long after the credits said we were done. It felt like a suburban movie scene. Maybe we were only meant to be a coming of age, not a trilogy. But every time the summer air turns sweet, I swear I hear your laugh on the same old street. It felt like a suburban movie scene. You, me in a borrowed dream, fireflies and buzzing wires, teenage hearts and small town choirs. You swore you'd write, you swore you'd call. We wrote our names on the concrete wall, even though we never made it to the screen. You're still my favorite suburban movie scene. Roll credits on you and me.
when you're standing at the edge of what you know, and every road ahead is buried in the snow, when your map is just a mess of crossed out lines, and every choice feels like the wrong design. You don't have to walk it all alone. I'll be your echo, I'll be your home. I'll hold the light for you when you can't see what to do, when the night is weighing on your chest. You can't lay your worries on my breath. I'll be the flicker in your storm, the hand that keeps your heartbeat warm when the sky forgets its blue. I'll hold the light for you when the echoes of your failure sound too loud, and you feel like you've let down the whole crowd, when your courage disappears without a trace, and you're scared to even show your face. You don't have to hide the shaking truth. I'll stand in the shadows next to you. I'll hold the light for you when you can't see what to do, when the night is weighing on your chest. You can't lay your worries on my breath. I'll be the flicker in your storm, the hand that keeps your heartbeat warm when the sky forgets its blue. I'll hold the light for you. You don't have to earn this, you don't have to try, you don't have to justify the tears in your eyes. If all you can do tonight is make it through, and that's more than enough, I'll believe for you. I'll hold the light for you when you can't see what to do, when your hope is hanging by a thread. I'll keep watch beside your bed. I'll be the flicker in your storm, the hand that keeps your heartbeat warm till the sunrise breaks on through. I'll hold the light for you till you find your own again. I'll be your borrowed light, my friend.
You're always making everybody laugh in crowded rooms, the one who held us up when we were falling through. I never saw the way your hands would shake when lights went down. Didn't hear the quiet in your voice when no one was around. I thought you were the strong one we leaned on. Didn't see the way you carried all along. I wish I had known that you would find storms on your own. I would have stayed a little longer by your side. I saw you really fine when you said you were alright. I wish I had seen wish I had known that you were fighting storms on your own. I would've stayed a little longer by your side, held your shaking hands and let you cry. I wish I had seen the truth behind your silent screams. Maybe I couldn't fix the hurt you wore, but I could've made you feel less alone. I wish I had time the sky turns gray, I say the words I never got to say.
I used to fall asleep to the sound of your breath, counting every rise and fall upon your chest. Now the only rhythm in this room is mine, and it's stumbling through the dark out of time. Everyone keeps saying you'll be fine one day, but they don't hear the words I never got to say. I'm still learning how to breathe without you. Every morning feels like starting brand new, like I'm waking up in a world that moved on, while I'm stuck in the space where you're gone. I keep reaching for a hand that won't be there, talking to a ghost in an empty chair. I don't know who I am or what to do. I'm still learning how to breathe without you. Sweaters folded on the second shelf. I tell myself I'll give it away, then keep it for myself. I see your face in every stranger passing by. For one small second I forget we said goodbye. I laugh with friends, but it don't reach my eyes, 'cause you are the home behind my smile. I'm still learning how to breathe without. Someday I'll think of you, and it won't hurt the way it's burning through. But tonight I'm just trying to stay afloat in a sea of every memory you wrote. I'm still learning how to breathe without you. Every heartbeat feels a little untrue, like it's beating in a body out of place, searching for your arms, your face. I keep talking to the dark like you reply, whispering your name into the night. I don't know who I am or what to do. I'm still learning how to breathe without you. One breath at a time, till I'm finally through.
I was just a child when I learned to walk on eggshells. Every little feeling was a storm I had to hide. So I grew into someone who apologizes when the fault is not on my side. You met me in the middle of the mess, said you didn't need me to impress. So be gentle with my past, I'm still learning, I don't have to run so fast. Every time I hear your voice I start to brace for anger that will never cross your face. If I flinch at harmless words, no, it's just the echo of what I've heard. I'm trying, but the healing's coming slow. So be gentle with my past as I grow. Sometimes I pull away when you get too kind. I'm scared you'll change your mind just overnight. I've been loved in ways that felt like walking on a wire, waiting for the moment I get burned by the fire. If I seem distant when you hold my hand, it's 'cause I'm not used to someone who understands. So be gentle with my past. I know it's not your job to fix what came before, but every time you stay I'm not as scared anymore. If I cry when nothing's wrong, just let me be. I'm learning how to feel safe in the way you're loving me. So be gentle with my past, I'm stepping out of all the shadows that it casts. Every time I choose to trust your steady heart, I'm stitching up another broken part. If I stumble as I try to let you in, please remember where I've been. I'm trying, and I want this love to last. So be gentle with my past. Be patient with my scars, I'm on my way to where you are. If this is our last night, don't let it slip away in blame. We've already heard enough, trying to find someone to shame. Forget the reasons, forget who's wrong or right. Just sit with me in this fading light. If this is our last night, look at me like you once did. Let me touch the part of you that's still the boy I loved as a kid. If this is the end of us, don't let it be a quiet cut. Say you'll remember how we tried, not just the moment we gave up. If this is our last night, hold my heart like it's still yours tonight. Leave your suitcase by the door, we both know you're gonna go. But for a moment, can we act like neither one of us knows? We can't fix a lifetime in an hour, but we can choose a softer kind of power. If this is our last night, tomorrow you can walk into your brand new life. I'll learn how to say your name without the ache inside. But before we turn into strangers in each other's mouths, let's be honest, let's be kind just for now. If this is our last night, look at me like you once did. Let me hold the version of us before it all slipped through our grip. If this is the end of us, don't then close the door, and I won't call